one of the other findings from the 2014 audit of the Louvre, and that was the number of outdated systems that they had on the network. Like they still had servers running Windows 2000 and Windows XP on the network,
right,
which was
in 2014.
Yeah, in 2014, which had been end of life 4 years prior to that. And again, that comes down to, and we saw the quote directly in a few of the other articles. I mean, they have multiple systems that just can't be upgraded. And
Right.
that's not uncommon, especially as you were talking about when we look at healthcare or finance. I mean, some of these systems are built to run on very specific operating systems, but they're also expected to run for, a decade or so.
At least from a budgeting perspective.
From a budgeting perspective, yeah.
The manufacturer may be hoping that you upgrade more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of incentives without pressure. There's not a lot of incentives sometimes for manufacturers to keep those systems working on modern operating systems because it's really a cost for them to try it out and to test it on new operating systems. And it also means you're not going to go procure a whole new system.
Yeah, exactly.
So you really want to have that baked into your vendor agreements from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did you notice, Matt? You mentioned end-of-life operating systems.
Yeah, end-of-life operating systems. And again, this it's not necessarily unique to the Louvre. I mean, we run into this problem a lot.
We still see it today.
Oh, yeah. And again, it's because there are pieces of software that have to have specific operating systems to run. And if they don't, then, I mean, you can't port something that's built to run on Windows Server 2012 directly into a modern Windows Server environment because they're not compatible with each other. So you have to, in some cases, you have to allow for an insecure piece of software like that to run on your network. And that's really where compensating controls come into place.
Yes.
And that was something that wasn't really discussed a lot in the Louvre report. I'd be curious to see in a more recent security assessment if they have something like that in place. But that's where we get into network segmentation. That's where we get into isolation. It's where we get into our own little siloed networks. Like we see hospitals.
A special segment of your network that hopefully nobody can get to.
Its own little secret place that ideally it can still run, but like it's not going to be a risk for you.
Well, this is relevant today also because in 2025, the Louvre did a security assessment, and there was, according to journalists, a list of 8 security programs that cannot be updated.
Yep.
So even today, there is that list of 8 programs, and a lot of it gets back to, I think they were, again, the analog video surveillance system and other systems that probably require some physical upgrades in order for the system to be fully up to date.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I mean, to update those systems, you're basically looking at a full top-to-bottom infrastructure rebuild at that point.
Right.
And a lot of organizations can't or won't put forward the money to do that. That's a very expensive thing to accomplish.
Thank you so much, everyone. Again, this is Sherry Davidoff.
And I'm Matt Duran. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time. We would love to hear from you. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you next time.